Welcome. I'm Tara Radosevich from HUD's Office of Public and Indian Housing. Over the next 3 video segments, you'll learn about PHA and owner responsibilities for responding to cases of elevated blood lead level, or EBLL, in the Housing Choice Voucher Program, or HCV. We hope that you had a chance to watch the introductory segments of this video series, which provide an overview of the Lead Safe Housing Rule Amendment and define key terms. If you haven't done so already, we recommend you watch the introductory segments now. Over the next 3 video segments, we will focus on the HCV program and the requirements for responding to EBLLs in HCV units. This first segment will cover general requirements and responsibilities for the HCV program. The second segment will cover action steps to be taken for the index unit. The third segment will cover action steps to be taken for other covered units. Key acronyms that we will be using in this video series are as follows. LSHR is the Lead Safe Housing Rule. PHA stands for Public Housing Agencies. HCV refers to the Housing Choice Voucher or Section 8 program. EBLL stands for Elevated Blood Lead Level. EI stands for Environmental Investigation. HAP stands for Housing Assistance Payments. OLHCHH stands for HUD's Office of Lead Hazard Control in Healthy Homes. And PII stands for Personally Identifiable Information. Let's begin by talking about the designated party for EBLL response. The designated party is the person or entity responsible for completing EBLL response steps. In the HCV program, designated party status is shared by the PHA and the property owner. Owners are responsible for the notification, control, and clearance steps, but the PHA is responsible for conducting the environmental investigation and monitoring owner compliance. The lines of responsibility are a little confusing, but if you follow with us step by step through these video series, we will break down responsibilities and discuss opportunities for collaboration between owners and PHAs. Even for steps where the owner is the designated party, the PHA is still responsible for monitoring the completion of those steps. In instances where the owner is the designated party, it is up to the PHA and the owner to determine how the PHA can best assist the owner in implementing the steps. PHAs should work with their owners to discuss and decide on protocols for PHA involvement and assistance. Example of the types of assistance PHAs can offer owners include providing names of certified lead hazard control contractors, providing for the clearance examination, helping to notify residents in a multi-unit property, and facilitating contact with the local HUD office. As private market landlords, HCV owners are not required to accept voucher tenants, so offering owners assistance and support can help to ensure that the requirements for EBLL response are not overly burdensome. Before we dive into the EBLL response steps, there are a few points regarding resident and HUD notifications that are important to highlight. The requirements for resident notifications are found in sections 35.125 of the Lead Safe Housing Rule. The first requirement is the notice of evaluation. If an assessment finds lead-based paint or lead-based paint hazards in a unit, the designated party must notify building residents within 15 calendar days through the notice of evaluation. The notice must be dated and must include a summary of the nature, dates, scope, and results of the evaluation, along with a contact for resident questions. The second requirement is the notice of hazard reduction activities. This notice is just like the notice of evaluation, but must be provided for any hazard reduction activities that require a clearance examination. In addition to the requirements for notifying residents, there are also requirements for notifying the local HUD field office. For each step in the EBLL response, the Lead Safe Housing Rule requires the designated party to provide the HUD field office with documentation within 10 business days of completing each step. If you're not sure whether there's a requirement for notification or documentation around a certain EBLL response step, it's safe to assume there probably is. And all these documents must be kept by the PHA for possible review for at least 3 years. We'll come back to these notifications and timelines as we walk through each EBLL response step. This concludes the first segment of EBLL response in HCV units. Thank you for watching. Please continue to the next segment on EBLL response in the index unit.